Well, the federal government is also taking the lead with the wall in the Rio Grande Valley. Here at home, a Granjeno woman says she doesn't worry too much about migrants or caravans who cross into the U.S. She says living near the border fence hasn't changed much in her life.
Channel 5's Frank McCaffrey reached out to Customs and Border Protection to see when the fence behind her home is going to be expanded.
The 76-year-old was born and raised in Granjeno. She tells us she's watched people cross the border her whole life. She's never felt she was in danger. Aurora Garcia tells us 10 years ago, crews installed a fence right in her backyard. It's property her father owned and handed down to her.
I live about 80 feet from the border fence. I've measured it.
She says she's noticed that this border fence has been a slight deterrent for immigrants crossing into the U.S. However, she's also noticed that they find there's always ways around it.
I imagine it deters some, but it ends half a mile from here, so all you have to do is go around it if you want to. We've seen ladders in the proximity.
She still sees illegal immigrants on a regular basis. She does not know what expansion plans are for the wall in Granjeno, nor does she care much. She doesn't worry about the people who cross.
It's my aging in place home, if you will. So no, if I felt in any way in danger, I would not be living here.
We reached out to Customs and Border Protection headquarters in Washington, D.C. A spokesperson for the group, Carlos Diaz, says he cannot comment on the expansion project for the wall in Granjeno at this time. Garcia says her only concern is that the wall expansion does not harm the environment at her aging in place home. In the Channel 5 News studio, Frank McCaffrey, Channel 5 News at 6.